morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. Those of you who are here and those of you who watch later, we love you. Welcome and happy Sundays 11:11 on the couch. And as you see, we have Kevin and Lisa, my other couch potatoes.
Stud crew. Stud buddies.
Yeah. And today's hat day, we decided.
Today is hat day. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love it.
And so as it goes, we will start today off as we wait for people to come on in and join us. And I apologize. I think we're a couple minutes behind and getting on, but thank you for your patience. As you see, I am still in my granddaughter's room. I am headed home today. So, but we had a lot going on behind the scenes before we got on. But we're here now. And Shay Kitty is doing a Christmas party today.
Oh, nice.
Fun.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I love get-togethers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway, so we're going to start off today with a reading, bringing someone in from the past. So those of you who want to maybe type in someone who was relevant in our history that may want to bring a message in for us. So someone relevant and to our history that has passed. And so we can, so I think last week we talked to JFK. So that was fun and interesting.
Yeah.
Yes. And so thank you for posting your prayer requests and your questions, because we're going to start diving into all those as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Prayer requests we hit at the end. Go ahead.
I was just going to say about the last week, people writing comments afterwards was really helpful. Some of the things that came up that were validated came after. And so I just wanted to say thanks for people putting that information in the comments. It's always nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was really, really cool. Yeah. And so
John Lewis. Oh, interesting.
Okay. So just clicking on this, starring these, but let's go ahead and talk to John Lewis. I love it. Good suggestion.
I'll be completely honest. I don't know John Lewis.
Okay. Let me give you a little quick history before we get started here. John Lewis is he was a major player in
Civil rights.
And John Lewis is a personal friend of Lisa's mom's. And let's see, John.
I mean, it's a great last name. I mean, I'm already connecting.
You have to, right?
So again, personal friend of Lisa's mom's.
Oh, okay, looks familiar. Okay,
He was very significant in, civil rights, but he was in our government.
Okay. You wear the robe?
He doesn't have. He's not a robe person. He's
No.
In the Senate or something.
Oh, okay.
And when Mom was in college one year, they shared a language course together. And she, for y'all who don't know, she used to
okay. Oh yeah.
tutor him. She tutored him because he kept going to the movements and the picketing and the protests, and he was always in the hospital or in jail or being held somewhere.
Wow. Okay.
So he missed a lot of classes. It wasn't that he wasn't bright enough to handle the course. He wasn't always there. So she had to catch him up on stuff. Of course, I didn't know this until he passed away. So Mom shared this with me the day that they had his funeral in public.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And if you want to hear that full story, go back to Lisa's recording on it, and she introduces that.
Yeah, I did talk about that.
Yeah,
That's
so
maybe
that's
where
really
I
cool.
did. Okay.
The very first I'm like having a brain fart. I'm getting thrown off because it's because we chose John Lewis. It's messing me up a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
It's
Well, it was
okay.
the first one that came through, and so
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Mhm.
No, it's a sweet story that gets me every time. So
it is.
I get weird when I hear his name. So
We like the weird.
yeah, we're all about the weird. So it's good.
Okay, so
All right.
oh my goodness, he's coming. Oh gosh, Lisa, sorry. He's coming right in with a message for you, actually. He's like, Lisa, I want you to know that your mom was a significant role, played a significant role in my growth and trajectory when he was here.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. She was so humble. There's like a humble thing here with her, and him, like he's describing her as she was a powerhouse, and she was humble about it here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so she wouldn't have been.
That's why she never told me until.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So she would have been humble though in everything. Like, her significant role in catapulting him to where he went, and he said she downplayed it with you as well. So that's interesting.
Oh wow.
But yeah, he wanted he's like giving you a hug. Yeah, he wants
Thank
you to
you,
do that.
John.
Yeah.
And thank you, Debbie. All right. Oh, that's beautiful.
Super cute. And as far as what's going on right now, he understands what I'm being shown here is like trenches, and then so how you retreat sometimes into the trenches, and you rebuild, and you get prepared and to get back out there. And he says it's time to get back out there. Yeah, so no more, like, there's purpose in the trenches, but it's time to get out of the trenches now and get back out into the field.
I'm feeling like I mean he's doing a lot of work up there, where he is in his own way. I think he's still invested in the betterment of everyone in some way. I don't know if he's talking to somebody, right? I mean, I guarantee he's communicating and guiding.
Turn around.
And when you said that, when you threw in the thing about him saying that part of my message was mom downplayed stuff, I think maybe they had similar personalities on that level. I think he downplays stuff, although he was so significant, such a big deal.
So significant.
I don't think he really pushed himself forward in that manner. Very modest.
Good trouble.
Powerhouse in a small package. He's a little guy, right? So, yeah, good trouble for sure. I can see if I can get some cards here.
Um, a few things that are coming through is first something I see stars around the month of June, and my heart started to flutter, and so I felt like his heart. I don't know if that's a weakness for him, but it's like there's something around his heart where it leads into his connection with people. And so it was like I was one of many. And so I don't know if he's from a big family, but how he was received from other people and how he saw other people, it was family. So that kind of, and your mom's in that. And like we're all in that. It's like his lens or the scope of what family is to him is not just by blood, if you will. And so in that connection, it just really brings me back to the heart. There's something about Chicago that I keep hearing, something about Chicago. So I don't know if there was a movement or something special to him in Chicago. He
Wasn't that some of the main where he was?
was it?
I don't know. I'm asking. I'm
Mm,
looking.
I don't know for sure.
okay.
I'm sorry. I keep throwing mom in. Mom has family in Chicago. My
Oh,
mom has family in
okay.
Chicago,
So
but I don't know if that. I mean, that separate
I
from
mean, I
him.
love
I don't
that.
know.
And I didn't actually know that. So one of the things too is that I felt this electric shock through my body. And it was, I was like, what is happening? And he's saying that he was comfortable in the discomfort of creating kind of that shock wave to really create the movement. And so in it, I kept hearing him saying that I answered the call, and we all have that ability to answer the call. And that's what he's encouraging people to step into. And so some of the things that he looks at, it's not really regret, but it's like, okay, maybe that was, it was interesting. I learned from that. I maybe wouldn't duplicate it because of what that ripple effect was. But he saw himself, interesting enough, he saw himself as this unicorn. So just in his own uniqueness, being in that energy and just so self-aware of who he is really comes through. Yeah, cool guy. Cool. I don't know why I'm saying that, but cool guy.
This is a
Yeah,
cool guy.
John
He
Lewis
is a
and
cool
Cool.
guy.
Yeah.
Barack Obama is the Chicago connection.
Oh,
John Lewis and Barack Obama. There's a Chicago connection. I mean, he was he was Atlanta and
Georgia and
Georgia. Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia area.
Georgia.
But there is a significant something to do with Chicago. I'm tapping in on Chicago as well
there
here,
probably was something that went down in Chicago that he was
but
using.
also coming. Like the focus. I feel like there's something brewing in Chicago that we are going to have to he was born in Georgia. So but something's brewing, and I feel like it's going to be an opportunity, and it's going to come from the Chicago area. He's showing unrest, and it's brewing. And I feel like we're going to have another opportunity coming through Chicago.
Well, I like that you guys have come up with that in Chicago, and it's kind of drifted toward maybe it's an upcoming thing, because I drew 2 cards that you guys love. I got the victory card, 6 of Wands. I got justice. So maybe that's part of what's going to be coming up. Maybe that's representation of either that's going to happen, justice is going to be served, or it's letting us know that we're on the path to get there. There's definitely something going on with that, because I got excited when I saw those 2 cards. So that ties in, I think, with what you're saying about future stuff.
Yeah, John Lewis was honored many times in Chicago. So there's a connection there for sure. But he was born in Pike County, Alabama. Just to throw that out there. But it's going to bring some new new leadership to the civil rights movement. That something, whatever this is brewing, it's going to push them to the light, to the forefront. Again, out of the trenches, he's saying. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, the Obama's library is in Chicago. Mm-hmm.
I pulled a card and it's interesting. It's the dream thief and it's the refusal of the call. Interesting enough. And he kept saying, I answered the call. And he's bringing that into the energy of like, there's no unrest or there's no fear around this. This shouldn't leave us unsettled. It's like, it's actually a really good thing. So being in that dream or the hope energy of what is going to transpire. And I do get a strong hit around that area of Chicago in this. So, and I can see it. It's like he's still signing it. It's like his signature, his energy, his like influence is still having the ability to sign, and it feels like legal and change and a part of history, that it's like, even though he's in the spirit world, he still has that ability. And so in it, he brings us into the ability in the humanness to really be in that energy of the dream and the hope. So no need to be in the worry. There is what he keeps saying. It's actually exciting. He's trying to raise our vibration into that excitement, into joy. So, yeah, don't be in the worry of it.
And remember, he's like, we signed up for this. We signed up for this.
Right.
We're here for this. We're here for, to push us through. We're not afraid. And he's saying we because he's part of it, like you said. He keeps saying we. Yeah, so good trouble, and it may get ugly before it gets better again. You know what I mean? How it pushes through like that. So, being aware of that. Okay. Thank you, John. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
And he's one last thing. Out of the trenches, good trouble. Yeah. Nobody's free until everybody's free. So,
right.
All right. I'm shouting it like I'm in a crowd.
Shout it.
Of course, if I'm in a crowd and I shout like that, no one would hear me.
It'd be like a little whisper.
She's like whispering back there. This is the protest.
Get her a megaphone.
They still wouldn't hear me. I tell you. So thank you, John Lewis. That is what an honor. What an honor. What a beautiful, powerful soul, you guys. Tuta. Hi, JJ. You've been on my mind all week, JJ, by the way. So just so you know. And so she says, she's like, you're rocking from spirit or rocking from rocking the baby? I'm thinking both.
Hi, JJ.
But you'll notice whenever I step into the, especially when I'm doing readings from the talking people on the other side, I start rocking. I don't know why I do that. I did, Pamela. Oh my goodness. I didn't even notice I did that. Anyways, it's so good to see you all here. I just have to say, first of all, you know how I love hanging out with Kevin and Lisa, but it's so good to see everyone here in the chat. So thank you for commenting. it brings a sort of a settle, you know what I mean? Like we're home, we're all home and we're all hanging out.
Mhm.
So anyways. All right. Thank you, Lisa. All right. Moving on, we're going to start diving into some of these questions. So if you're just popping in, welcome. And you'll want to go back and listen to the message from John Lewis that came in first off. We are family. Thank you, Michelle. Yes. Sweet and salt. I love you guys. Sorry, I'm distracted by the thing. We are going to just dive into some questions, and I'm just going to go in randomly. We're doing all questions in regards to political or current, spiritual, and personal. So we will be diving into all, and I'm just going to kind of go in randomly. I'm not going in order, but I will just be choosing. And so we can just kind of continue to go with the flow instead of getting stuck. I mean, pausing with the rolling the dice and then like that, so. Oh, how did we do it last week? Did we ask them, do you want a personal, or did we just go in and do it?
We just
I
went in and chose, didn't
You know,
we?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, we didn't. We didn't ask. We just kind of alternated.
Okay.
Yeah, we
We'll
didn't.
just alternate. Okay.
We just kind of went.
No particular order and just grab what you feel. That's fine.
All right. So we're going to go with James because he came in early to put his question in. So we're just going to go ahead and do that one first. And James, hi. Good to see you. I didn't. Okay. Yeah, no dice. Thank you, Lisa Foster. Okay, so Grassley has filed the papers for re-election for the 2028. Okay, so just so you know, Kevin, Grassley is already about 98 years old. I don't know how old he really is, but everybody always calls him 98. So let's.
Yeah, he's 84, 85, something like that.
Yes.
Feels older.
Okay, so he's a senator.
Okay.
And he
112, something like that. Tina.
I mean,
89.
He's been 89. So he's been in office since 1981.
Wow.
Okay, so he's one of these people that we kind of just.
And he was 30 then, so do the math.
Right.
I don't know.
But kind of on him so we can get his age. But
oh man,
he was born in 1933.
Wow.
So what does that make him? Do the math, somebody.
Everybody's saying 89. So. Oh no.
Okay. Well, he was born in 1933. And yeah, and he's also a traitor of our country. Yeah, so there's sorry, my nose is also 89. Okay, thank you, Cor.
All right, so James just basically wants to know something about Grassley. He's
Yeah,
like
so
laid it all out there.
Let's look at Grassley. He's not. He obviously was reelected. We don't know how or why, but he was reelected. Hi, Strawberry. So, and he's putting his bid in already for. So the first thing that comes in for me is he's putting that bid in because he wants people to know. He wants to give the air of, I'm not going anywhere. I am strong. I am young. No matter what the age, the number is, I am, I am viable. I'm not going anywhere. I feel like a lot of it was a show of strength. I feel like he was kind of encouraged to do that by his people, to do a show of strength. And his age is just a number. He wants to show that he's going strong. I also see support, like financial support, having to do a little, it helps with that. There's several different things coming in here, but the first one that came in was literally a show of I'm a force.
I definitely think there's something to that too.
And
And
he's also could be I see layers. You guys, I always get these layers, but there could be also some trouble coming in, and so, but we'll see. I'm throwing cards now. I'm passing it on.
Can I clarify something? And this will speak for itself. I don't get a warm and fuzzy around him, so I'm going to ask he's Republican. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Because I was like, oh my God, why don't I like this guy?
No.
And this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know him, but I don't have a good feel around his energy. So thank you. I asked specifically, will he be reelected? My pendulum was a hard no, and I got the no card for 2028 specifically. Yeah. I pulled the illusion, but I feel like there is some delusion. So it's almost like to create hope for himself and, like just something to look forward to. Why not? Like, it feels like there will be a revelation, the revelation card. So just things that are coming to the surface. And in that, the vanishing mirror. And so for him, it's that ego sublimation. So it feels like bye-bye. And I got, just goes away quietly. So that's kind of the energy. I think I'll leave it at that. I just don't feel like in 2028, even sooner than that, there will be much energy around him. So that's what I got.
I think I'm more or less getting his feelings. I'm not getting outcome stuff over here. I got the Hermit. I do think that he's in it for himself. I'm seeing this as a total, this is definitely not an individual that's for the people. I'm not even so sure he's for his own people. I think that he's really self-serving with this intent on staying. I got the Hangman, but I'm actually seeing that a little bit flipped around, reversed. I think that he's so reluctant to see things differently. And I think that he thinks by him stepping outside of the equation and not being a part of things, there's going to be such a big shift. He does not want that to happen. He wants things to stay exactly the way they are and headed the direction that he wants to go, which is such a negative path. I think that's a big part of it. And then I got the 10 of Wands, the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords. And I do think that those indicate a lot of his tired guy. I think he does want to stay in as long as he can and as best he can. And as far as there's something about, he doesn't want to he knows he's going to cross over at some point. I think he wants to make sure he does it in office. I don't know why. There's something about that. I think he wants to be an active participant when he goes. I think that's a lot of it too. And it could kind of piggyback off of what Debbie was saying with his desire to be there to make a statement. Look at me, I'm 89 and look what I'm doing. It could be that too. So, but just emotionally, he is firm. He does not want to go. He does not want to budge, and he doesn't want the environment to budge. He wants everything to stay exactly the way it is. He's not a mover and a shaker. He's not a good contributor to any kind of change at all. So
I wonder if he's just trying to hold us. Is it possible that they like if he passes, that it goes on to someone in his family.
Oh, that's a good thought. Maybe some benefits are better if you pass while you're in office. And we've read on him before. I remember a long time ago, I was always getting stuff where he wants to stay in because it keeps him out of trouble. Like if he's not in there, it's like the 45 thing,
Yeah,
right? He's
yeah.
trying to hang
There's
on for
not
dear life.
again
He's
layers, right?
he's connected somewhere in there. I think he's kind of in the middle of the totem pole, but he's in there somehow where it benefits him as the hermit, like my hermit card I had,
Mm-hmm.
to be there. He needs to be in there.
Yeah, I agree. And he's showing his strength by saying, I'm already turning my papers in for 20. I'm not planning on going. You know what I mean? His strength. Yeah. They said his son. They're grooming his son. Okay. But I got not good cards for him being there for 2028. Yeah. So he's so just to read them to you, because I'm sure you guys can't see them. But you have the Eight of Swords, the Emperor, the Nine of Cups in reverse, and then the Tower. So we have basically shattered dreams as far as him being that Emperor any longer, because on either side of that Emperor, you do have that Eight of Swords in reverse, and then on the other side of that, the Nine of Cups in reverse. And that literally tells the story that, basically having to release, seeing the writing on the wall, has to go. And then if he doesn't do that on his own, we do have a Tower for him coming in. So that's 2028. Okay.
He's a frustrating guy.
Oh, Pamela says she sees his name in her vision on a whiteboard. Garland has. Okay. Something.
He's in there.
And when we talk about his son, like Chris says, his son must be in his 60s. Right? So
He has to be. Yeah.
All right. Drop in. Okay. So all right, Kelly. Do my guides have any specific that they are trying to say? I know we talk, but I have a hard time listening. Kelly, we all do. We all do. When it comes to our own stuff, it's hard to pay attention. And but they'll keep talking to you whether you're. So if they don't get to you during the day, they're gonna come in your dreams.
Yeah, and I guess that's a lot of it too, determining how they. Sometimes you got to figure that part out. What resonates the most with you as to how they come in? What's the mechanics of that? I think once you identify that, you can kind of zone in a little bit, and then it makes a little bit more sense. That's my feeling on it. That's the way it worked for me, or it's still trying to work for me. You kind of identify your own internal resources, I guess is what you call them. I don't know what it is.
All right. Let's see. I'm sensing they're letting you know that there's some changes coming in. It's going to feel like a little upheaval, but it's good. It's not a scary thing at all. Just a little switcheroo, a little change, some changes coming in. But it's all good. It's good. I feel like you've been waiting for this for a while, but it's going to be happening, whatever this is. Buckle up.
Do y'all mind if I go first?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm kind of getting the vibe, if this is so, that there might be something. Are you worrying too much about your past on something? Like, is there some something that you either need to forgive or you feel like you need to be forgiven for? I feel like there's something you're kind of hanging on to that's part of the struggle. I don't know if that's necessarily what's creating a block for you, but I think there's something that needs to be recognized a little bit, just to kind of the whole deal. You like remember where you came from, kind of stuff, something like that. But I got two cards that are good. I got if you keep worrying about the past, you can't enjoy the now. And I got ride high on life. So I think you just because you're asking the question, this is definitely, you're aware that you want to be open and have those open lines of communication. You're very receptive. It's like, give it to me. You're waiting for it. And it's not going to come through like a lightning bolt. It's not quite like that. But you're going to start noticing some things, I think, once whatever this past thing is, if you just kind of think about what that could be, if that resonates. But that's what I've got. I'll just leave that there.
Kelly, I was getting, so sometimes when we're not hearing it, so technically the clair audience, we can shift into our other clairs. And so I asked where some of your strengths are in that, and they said that you're clairvoyant. So you're seeing, your ability to see, and then your claircognizance. So that knowing can be other ways that they're working to impress upon those messages. You're not missing anything. I did actually, interestingly enough, and you don't have to go into the detail of this, but I pulled two cards, and one was the grief and one was the blame. And in that, they're saying, be with all of your emotions. And so not being in the suppression, or it's like kind of putting a time behind how much time you're going to spend with those emotions that sometimes don't feel good. How you can be kind of deeper into your communication, they're saying, is in the stillness. So going into the quiet. I pulled two other cards that support that, kind of the me talks and the winter's dream. So just going into that kind of gestational mindfulness, and in that, when our emotions are really high, our reception of the messages can go lower. It's a different vibration. So they want you to know that your purpose in life is not singular. They keep saying that over and over again. Your purpose in life is not singular. So thinking beyond just it's this or it's that, it's all of those. So feels really good. Feels really good, Kelly. Keep with that. Mm-hmm.
And I, to piggyback off that, there's something that you've held on to within yourself, that like a narrative, like a feeling like you didn't reach your potential, or I hate to use the word failed, because that's really strong, but it's something like that. And then you feel like, I didn't reach my potential in that area. And then it's kind of stopped you from moving forward. And I feel like what your spirit team wants you to know, and not only your spirit team, but I feel like there's a grandfather here too, who is very, very close to you. Your biggest fan in your corner, filter. But it's time to know step into your full potential, and trust in the higher. Oh, your grandpa, yeah, Kelly, he's here. I love your grandpa too. trust in the higher intention of things. So if you feel like you failed in something, both your grandpa and the rest of the team here is saying no. There's something intentional and something to learn, and I feel like this has to do with some loss, a loss. Anyway, so I'm trying to tap in a little further on that, but it's all linked to something you've like your inner being, even if it's not conscious, that you feel like you were a failure, and but they want you to step into yeah, no, you're not, and step back into your potential. Oh, Kelly had a miscarriage last year. That makes sense to this. So you've kind of withdrawn because of that loss, and but they want you to step back into love and revisit. This is the love card. You're surrounded by love, and but it's more about stepping out of the energy that you failed in any way. You're perfect. And so that's where I'm okay. We are holding space for you, Kelly, in this, and Grandpa is he's all there. He is just giving you energy and just he's covered. He's got everything covered. He's saying he's got everything covered. He's right there. Oh, he's your fan. I just love seeing that. I love seeing that love from a grandfather like that. Just your biggest fan. You are his sun and his moon. Yeah. Okay. So, and I like what also, really trusting your own clairvoyant. Yeah. Right. Okay. Blessings to you. Okay. All right, Deb. We have, hi, Debsy. All right. Question: with 45 pushing for the Constitution to be thrown out, is he doing his dog whistle to incite violence again if he's prosecuted and not reelected? Good question, Deb. Okay. Is he inside? Pushing for the Constitution to be thrown out? What? Holy cow. Look at me getting more irritated with this. I'm like, what?
Has he actually spoken that, or is it like being suggested, or other people saying that based on what he's saying and doing? Or just to clarify, maybe it doesn't matter, but
that's his recent rant. Yeah. So I feel like, yeah. Like at what point does it become trying to overthrow the government? I know, Cece. Okay. What's he up to here?
Well, it's been established. He thrives on the the chaos. He likes the attention. It gets him the most attention when he can get people fired up. So I think, again, anything divisive, he's all for. I got the Two of Wands, which is Dominion, and I got Power, the Four of Pentacles.
Wow.
And with these together, yeah, it is a little bit of a power move to do that. Is he doing his dog whistle? Yeah, he probably is. He really is. And I also got the Seven of Pentacles, and I got, which is failure, and I got the Five of Wands, which is strife in this deck. And fear of failure, alternative to a fail, plan B for him, probably. Just all that stuff. But nothing. He lacks the ability to do anything constructive or purposeful. It's just madness. It's not.
Or is this madness purposeful? I mean,
and his madness is his normal, whatever we define normal as being. It's not going his way unless there's an uproar of some sort. So that that's the method to the madness, maybe. To do that. The man is.
Here's the deal. I agree, Lisa. And here's the deal with that. I feel like, and I don't. You go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go for it.
I just feel like, with what you're saying, I mean, that he just never. He has never suffered consequences for any fucking thing, right? Yeah. So in that, you have a 2-year-old who keeps going to pull the cords out or whatever of this.
He's the guy that keeps touching the hot stove, expecting something different each time. Yes. Oh, that's hot. Wow, it's still hot. Okay.
So I feel like there's consequences coming.
Yeah.
And everything that he's doing will come back to haunt him. That's the message I keep getting. It's just going to come back to haunt him. And as far as this question, Debsy, yes, it absolutely is a dog whistle. Mm-hmm. And he does want to incite his followers into action again. It feeds him.
Mm-hmm. And I think it makes an easier target for him to point fingers. When everything goes all to hell, he can say, "It wasn't me. Look at all these people.
Yeah,
they've got minds of their own. I don't know why they did that. I have nothing to do with that."
Yeah.
Crazy.
Interesting. Do you want me to jump in?
Yeah.
Let me just finish my rant off. Sure. I'm sorry, Kev. I was going to just kind of back away, and then I'm like, might as well finish off his little rant. And yeah, he absolutely is. And my cards completely backed it up. So yeah, he's trying to do that. He's trying to bring a tower moment. He's trying to spur people on, with something new. But you do have that tower coming in, and that ace. So yeah, he's all up in his illusions, and he sees it also as continued financial opportunity for him. Yeah. Okay.
Illusions, right? It's delusion. I mean, it's not more clear than that. So yes, absolutely. Into his energy, which I don't like spending much time, but it's the scavenger. It's like just scavenging, and the trickery in that. And so just yucky and more yucky. So low vibe, but the end result is really great. And so, there is divine, intervention that's happening. And so in that sacred space, it's so beautiful. The number 46, which is the current, it allows for that to soar in a great way. So it just feels like, even though it's like unfathomable, the energy and the consequences, the repercussions that will come his way, none of us are separate from that. The timeline is just for some very, very different, but the energy will be good. It will be good, in favor of something that is so, I want to say separate from him, so opposite of him. So anyways.
Now also 4 and 6 being 10. Isn't 10 like the end of something? Is that right?
Oh, completion.
Yes,
Yeah.
completion. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like completion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at you, Lisa, and your numerology.
There we go.
It's the coffee, guys. I'm telling you, ever since I've been doing this, it's been a whole other world. It's crazy.
I love it. I love it.
So good.
So, yeah. So, oh my
wonderful.
gosh, he's just, I can't
He's
even with him
he's
anymore. It's just
a bull in
craziness.
a china shop.
Bull in a china shop. Tell you
Trail of
what.
destruction.
There's our beautiful sister Kim.
Aw, hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim. Kim from Intuitive View. All right. Welcome, welcome. On the couch. Hope you have your Coke, Diet Coke. Or I don't think you're doing coffee. I don't think she drinks coffee. And I know, can you guys hear the kids?
So cute.
Yeah. Hey guys, keep it down.
Yeah.
Right. I've been busy. All of a sudden, I got a bunch of kids over here.
Okay, well, we're gonna go into a different. Let's do one more since we're here in this energy already. And yes, so yeah, the baby was born. We'll take a little baby breaks.
Aw.
Love it.
Yes, the baby was born on November 26th, and I just have to say this: my daughter is a superhero. Number one. Number two, she maybe it's not Diet Dawn. Maybe she drinks regular Coke. I don't know. But anyway, so my daughter she's 5 foot and she weighs, I don't even think 100 pounds on a normal given day. Okay. She gave birth to over 9.5 pound baby, 22 inches long.
Wow.
Okay. So all her other babies were, 7 pounds. Huge baby, big head, little thing. Anyway, precious baby. You guys want to see pictures?
Yes.
Not of the birth, but
not of the birth.
okay. Let's find some cuteness here. Okay, here's one. I'm holding her there.
Oh
Can
my
you
goodness.
see that?
Oh.
So cute.
Can I have her?
Yeah. Right.
Dark hair.
Can we pass her around?
Oh, yummy.
Little. Oh.
And
so
here's another little. The lighting is hard. There we go.
Oh, look at that
she's
face.
beautiful. Oh.
So yeah. So I've been here for the week. I came last. She is a rock star. She is a rock star, Kim. So I came last Sunday to be with her and help her through this first week of healing, and she's taking the healing serious and resting and doing what you need to allow your body to go back and all that. So, and the kids were here, help with the kids and getting them doing all that stuff. So but I'm leaving today. I feel torn about that, but I have to get home. She had a natural, here's another part of the story. She and her partner delivered that baby on their own here at home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's another part that makes her the rock star. Yeah, so she had the baby here. Then they called the midwife after the baby was born to come and do all the the after stuff,
The follow-up.
the follow-up. Yeah. And so yeah. So she had it in had her in the bathtub. Home delivery.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys. Now, we're just happy that we didn't know that it was gonna her name is Farah, the baby. That Farah was. We're happy that we didn't know Farah was gonna be so big, because that would have been scary. That would have added
Oh, for sure.
fear to the whole situation. So yeah. All right. So that yeah, it was so beautiful, Andy. Yeah. So the way she describes it, it just was beautiful, beautiful. She I was up all night. I didn't even know about it, but I was up all night. I had texted her before I went to bed, and I had a sense, but I didn't say anything. And but because me always checking in, you know what I mean? So I just and so all night I was wrestling one of those nights, and then I got the message in the morning at 8. She was born at 8:17 in the morning or something on the 26th. She's a Sagittarius. And so but yeah, so she just she's like, yeah, I just was in the bathtub all night laboring, and
No biggie.
no big deal. Just it was this, you could tell things were working, and it was she said she couldn't go to bed, because her body was laboring, but it wasn't intense until just the end part. So about a half an hour of intense and then pushing.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was it.
I
So
would
it
have
was very beautiful.
I would have tucked and rolled to the hospital somehow. I don't know. That sounds rough.
I know, but
Very impressive.
Yeah,
Very.
I just love it, and so anyway, so that was that. So we will keep her in our prayers, family here, as she heals up from delivering a now 9-pound baby. All right. Okay, here we go. Back into this energy. Tina's asking here, does Judge Cannon think her support of 45 was career advancing in any way? Does Judge Cannon think her support of 45 was advancing to her? So is Judge Cannon is the one that was in charge of this?
Was she the one chosen for the new committee thing? I don't know. Why don't I just maybe I'm gonna look it up. I don't know.
She is brave, Teresa. Okay, Judge Cannon. I think she's the one that was she the one that put in the special counsel and did all that?
Yeah. Special. Yes.
Yeah. Which now has been blocked, right? A new judge has come in and said in the Mar-a-Lago case. She was the one that she self-elected herself for the stolen documents. Okay. Handpicked by, okay. Okay, so, right. That's who I think. Okay. I want to make sure I'm tapping in on the right person here.
Eileen Mercedes Cannon.
She put in judge, jury, and the special counsel. Okay, Chris, thank you.
And she was appointed by 45. Okay.
Got it. Was it, okay, so specifically, was it an advancement, 45? I do believe that it started as that. I feel that there were some conflicts, but there was a little of something that had to be paid back on some sort of thing here. But I do feel that it's actually going to do the opposite for her. She's being caught up in this delusion with the moon. But she's going to be disgraced. You have the 6 of Wands in reverse. So there's no victory here for her. It's going to take her down. I don't know what that means, taking down, but I do feel like it's what she felt like might have been advancement is actually going to be the opposite. But I do feel that it started out that way. She's like, ooh, I have this chance. Here's the star card. I have this chance. And yeah. I think I'm going to switch cards because these are hard to see on here.
I use my pendulum and get that middle of the road answer that I get.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that goes along with what you were saying with the maybe going in one feeling and now after the fact something else. But
yeah,
I'm on the deck of character stuff over here, so I'm gonna see if we can get some wacky stuff here that might make sense.
You want me to go ahead?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I got also that kind of in between and the yes and the no. And what's interesting is I've got the fear card and the empath card. So in that, it just feels like that duality in the kind of emotion or the reasoning behind it. It's like it's followed up with doubt and denial. So in it, it's just not good energy. The fool's embrace. So in it, I mean, the energy of the fox comes through in that cunning way. So it just feels yucky. I need a shower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a shower.
Was that all you had?
Yeah, that's enough.
Well, I got hot springs and repairman. And it makes me feel like, maybe a little nervous about something related to herself and maybe career advancing. Maybe, yeah, I guess I would take that as a yes with that repairman. Maybe that helped her repair maybe reputation or connections or resolve some past relationships or something like that within the system.
Oh, yeah, that goes
Something
along
like
with
that.
the repair. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No.
You're fine when you do that. I don't mind.
I just
believe you're getting something off of what I'm saying.
Getting something when you say that, and I mean it links into kind of what I was getting with the whole. She had to. It was almost like she needed to do this to repair something that she had. Like she had her hands in something, and he's like, "You need to do this for me."
Yes.
Yeah.
And
to cover up that whatever. Oh, money. Money
and gift. So there's that too. But I got knife too. So, but this was really making me feel more like a betrayal, some kind of a betrayal with her. I don't know if that means she feels betrayed or
interesting.
I don't know.
Who's betrayal on? I see when I'm looking into that, when I just looked in, I see 40, and this is metaphor, you guys. I see 45 holding a knife to her. Like are we talking like almost blackmail type of feel? Kind of like that.
Like you do this or consequences for you, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coercion.
That's the word.
Coercion.
Yeah. Coercion. That's the word. Okay. All right. Well, Tina, thank you for that. Okay. I wanted to go down and I thought I started. Anyways, I wanted to say hi to Karen. She came over from your channel, Kevin.
Oh, nice.
Karen, welcome.
Hi,
Thank
Karen.
you for saying hi. I thought I'd start her thing, but I guess not.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
Don't forget to subscribe now, everybody.
All right. Don't forget to subscribe.
All
Yes,
of our
please.
channels. Mm-hmm.
Sure,
It's
why not?
free.
All of our channels. Feel
It's the gift
free.
that keeps on giving. Tis the season.
I won't be angry if all of you subscribe
Yeah, totally.
to my channel.
Okay. Butterflies are free. Was Jack Smith in an accident, you guys? I totally missed this. I've missed a lot this week, you guys. I've been literally 24/7. So, kiddos. And missed you all Friday night. I was really exhausted. So thank you for understanding no Friday.
Is that our question?
Yeah, was Jack Smith's accident really an accident? He had knee surgery. But what was the accident? Accident on his bike in Amsterdam was weeks ago. Okay. I see what you're saying.
I'm hearing
Okay.
you.
He was in a bike accident weeks ago. Was it really an accident? Oh, this is a pendulum. This would be good with. I don't have one.
I'll give it a shot. I got a yes.
It was an accident. Yeah,
I heard that too.
I felt it was an
and there you
accident.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I heard yes. My pendulum was also a yes.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I felt yes as well.
Mhm.
So yes, it was truly an accident.
Yeah.
But good question. You never know with these
You never
players.
know.
With the players in play.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Mhm.
Okay. Julie. Julie is asking, does my brother Dan have a message for me? Julie, we want to know that you're still here if we're going to dive into this. Oh, Jack Smith is from Syracuse. Oh, cool, Chris. I didn't know that. Julie, let us know you're still here if we're going to dive in. So if you put personal questions in, we just need to make sure you're here. So if you see me post one of your personal questions up, make sure you let us know right away. I'm here. So we don't wait and have to wait. Julie is here. Thank you for responding so quickly. All right. Does my brother Dan have a message for me? He died about 2 years ago. All right, Dan. First, Julie, I'm just giving you a big hug.
Was that a sudden loss? Like a really unexpected loss?
And also, Julie, be right there to... He had brain cancer.
Okay, that's my head. I wrote it down. I was like, holy doodle. Yeah. I feel he comes in really strong. I do have the awareness of my head. I wrote it down. In that attention around the month of April and October are being highlighted. He's also mentioning the teenage person. It's interesting around the breath. I thought it was like within his breath, but he's passing that on to you. So just being in your breath, it's like be in the fullness of your breath. And in that, it feels really cleansing. It feels really supportive to you. So just being in the fullness of the fullness and the capacity of your breath. It's like, yeah, it's just like he's kind of like pumping the brakes a bit. So in, not getting too far ahead of yourself, just into the kind of snowball of the emotions that are not, just slowing things down. Oh, it's so interesting. The dust devil. Yeah. So just in that energy, when things are in that movement, he draws really close to you. And is there children left behind? Because he's like bringing in the kids. So I know there's importance around the children. Interesting. It's like I have so much to say to you. Oh, interesting. Okay. So into the messaging, a raven is coming up, and I'm not even using the raven deck, which is interesting. So just this energy of you being in your power,
He had a son and a daughter.
beautiful. Yeah, just drawing you all close into that love and into that attention and awareness. So it's just the hello to them as well. But you just being in your magic and being in your power, it's like this blanket of love. He's just really close to you all. Yeah, and I know you feel him. You feel me. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
He also he's showing me kind of family gathered around him, but this peaceful feeling. I feel like he wanted to make sure everybody else was okay before he was unable to. That he, I always think that if I was in that position, I'd be, there might be some fear or some struggle there, but he shows himself as he was at peace with what was, he came to become at peace of what was happening, and he was trying to take care of everyone around him. He seems like such a like a gentle, I don't know if he was like always, but he shows me himself as a gentle giant like that. I'm not saying he was giant, but you know what I mean? Like, oh, he seemed, yeah, he wants you to know, he came to be at peace with transitioning and moving on. So maybe he's bringing that up because you did help him with that, because he keeps reiterating this. I came to be at peace, and so he's connecting you to that as well. So that's good. He says it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Whatever that message is coming in for you and maybe his family, it's going to be okay. It will settle. Like things will settle into place. It's almost like he's showing me like a tower card, and it kind of, it's just, and it kind of all blows up, and pieces are all falling, but it will fall into place. It will fall into place. Things will be okay. He's showing, building. It's like he's showing people are building muscles. I feel like he's showing me his son. I'm not sure, but it's building his muscles. So it's going to be okay. And there's a lot of people watching over everybody. from the other side as well. Yeah. So that is.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, I'm getting like a huge holiday feel. I guess just because it's that might just kind of be a gimme there, but
Mm-hmm.
that encompasses the love and the togetherness and family and all of that. And I got this card. I got the Four of Voices, like the Four of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a tranquil looking card, and in this
Mhm.
particular card, it does have the little rosebuds. Kind of look like the rose petals, kind of look like little hearts a little bit. So I think your brother's definitely enveloping you with that love, and the rest of the family. I think in regards to you, there's a lot about because I'm seeing this card a different way too. I also see this as maybe the loss itself makes you feel a little stifled, a little uh, so much reflecting upon the loss itself. Maybe it's preventing you from moving forward a little bit. I think he wants to let you know that he's pushing you forward and supporting you, being your cheerleader, all that good stuff. I got the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Cups. Don't pass up any opportunities, and uh, it's a nice, kind reminder to, uh, keep passing that love with everyone who's still around you too. Because I think it seems like a strong fam to me. I think there's a lot of support there with all you guys, and the holiday appreciation, I guess, is what I'm trying to wrap up in a little package here for you on this. I think that uh, he's there, he's with you, and he's behind you and everybody else. So it's just something to remember, but use that to push you forward in whatever you choose to do. Because I feel like there's something you want to do. Is something kind of keeping you from doing that because you don't want to leave, like to put too much distance between yourself and other family members? I'm wondering, but
Hmm.
that's what I'm getting over here.
As Debbie was talking, it's interesting. I asked if there was any other message he wanted to bring through, and then Lisa, just before you started talking, you said, "Oh, about a focus on the Christmas." He made me. I mean, this is my version of a Christmas tree.
Aw.
He brought my attention to the star, Julie, and so it was like I went to the star, and I'm seeing the star. So there's something about the stars. But then he told me to back up, and it's like I'm looking at myself. So it's like I don't know if you have a picture on the Christmas tree, or you're going to, or someone does, but there's an attention around that. It might even be in a star shape, but there's that acknowledgement. So beautiful, so much love.
Thinking about doing a blog, yeah, do that
Oh
for
wow.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. That's fun. Yeah,
Mhm.
you should
Mhm.
definitely do that and pursue that. And don't feel like that's taking away from your support for everybody around you. I mean, because I feel like that's something that you're just kind of doing for yourself. That's okay. You're allowed to do that. And whatever your blog topics may be, it could very well be something based upon your experience within the family, and stuff like that. So, yeah, awesome.
Hugging you, Julie, and super nice to meet your brother. All right. We are going to the couch now. We are going to step into the prayers. So if you're new here and you don't know how this works, go ahead and post any prayer. It can be, you can say prayers, please. If you don't want to list what you need prayer for, that's fine. We also just do an unspoken prayer together. And so our last few minutes together is in regards to lifting each other up in this family and praying for one another and support. So I'm going to go. Oh, what am I doing? Start. Here we go. I'm going to go through these and go ahead. And if you want to go ahead and post your prayer, and right now that's fine as well. Nancy D, prayer for Rick, lung cancer. Jeannie and for his family, and genealogy junkie for Heidi. Okay, so she's became guardian of her sister's children. Oh, and okay, so sister's preschooler has the child has been diagnosed with rare cancer, and her insurance is okay. It's like we're the only country that does not give our people health care. So we let our people die because it's just don't even get me started on that. But okay, prayer request for absolutely 100%. Oh, what happened? Okay. Wayne, for Suzanne, broke her ankle yesterday, healing. Oh, Wayne's wife, Suzanne.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's uncomfortable. Okay. Lots of great questions we had. Okay. Ukraine. Yeah, for warmth, for sure. Sweet and salty. For Sue, her marriage. Maxine, for health. Earth Mama, for your granddaughter. Courtney, prayers. Lynn, Tony, for your sister getting better. Okay. Michelle. Okay. Wrapping up the estate. That's always difficult. Denise. Water Lily, for anxiety.
Nivra.
Okay. Nivra. Prayers for health. We have a lot of requests today, you guys. Okay, so that just tells you what's going on. It is hitting hard this season, right? Okay, Wolf Oracle has, okay. Thank you for letting us know that. We'll be praying. All right, praying for this cat to return to the owners. Physical healing for Andy. Grace to guide us, for we are living. Yes, to guide us, and so much with that. Thank you, Willow. Sue, for her two sisters. World peace for Pamela. Sissy, for the family. The Hill family. From the loss of your brother. Oh my goodness. Okay. Margaret, family and friends. Denise, for Todd. Okay. Some illnesses. Wow, he's only 45. Okay, with the children and everything. Okay. Diva. Okay. And Nancy, for friend Jane. For Liza, for Sue, Andre, Maxine, Sissy, Margaret, the missing cat, and everyone else here. Yes, Liza, I love that. Aries girl, for your son, pass all his exams. And Black Cat Tara also needs continued prayers. Yes.
Maya.
And yeah, Maya. Okay. Prayers for Jane, who suffers from dementia. Okay. All right. And so for all the unspoken. So we had a lot of prayer requests. I feel like one more. And all facing trauma. Yes. Today. And that's okay. But it just goes to show you with the season and everything, and also our prayer song, right? Okay, so let's all link in, guys. Let's all link in and come with me as we link in. I want to take a moment while we're here and we're linked in. And for those of you who are just doing this for the first time with us, we just kind of link in our arms together in a big circle. And you can just close your eyes if you want and just envision a big circle of all of us, this whole family here together as we link in arm to arm, connected in love and connected in the light and connected in the healing. And in between us, you can see this incredible, massive light beam from infinity up, infinity down. It just is just between us. Source's light of love, of all healing and health, but most of all love. And once we place these prayers in the source of just love, healing comes. Healing is. All is as it's supposed to be. So let's go ahead and put those prayers in. And I want you to visualize it as the song notes. As our prayers hit the light, they turn into song notes, creating one perfect melody of prayer. You can hear it. So as we step back from the light, from source, and link back in, I want you to go ahead and look forward. And there's a loved one there that has passed, but is there to bring you some love and light and a hug from the other side. Go ahead and look. Go ahead and open your eyes and look. Open your mind's eye and look forward as we're still all kind of linked in there. And go ahead and receive that hug from your loved one that is there. Okay. Thank you. And so blessings to you as we move on in this new week that we have before us. You can say, it's hard to unlink and walk away from this. You can always come back to this space at any time to link in and say hello to your loved ones. All right. Blessings, and so it is. All right. Woo! That's a hard one always to walk away from that.
Mm.
But we can come back anytime, you guys. You can always come back in.
I love it every time you mention the notes, the musical note.
Yeah. I have to thank my guides for that. Yeah,
the Symphony of Love.
And they wanted me to continue to bring it in like that with the music because it creates a new song every week.
Mm.
And so that new melody goes out to the universe of prayers, and it is forever. And so they said that it's oh, yay, Pamela. Oh. Me too, Pamela. I got a hug from Ben. But yeah, so that note, that song is eternal. That was created with our prayers and our intentions. So yeah, that's what they were saying. So we'll be probably doing that every time. But blessings to you today, and we will see you again on our Perspective channels. And we all have different unique things that we offer here to the community and to the family here. So remember to continue to pop on and be a part of it. And so we just thank you, and thank you to all the moderators, and for keeping us safe and connecting in. Thank you to all my members. Couldn't be here without you. So giving you an extra hug, and thank you for any donations and support to all of our channels. So we thank you for that as well. So hugging you until next time, and we will see you all then. Blessings.
Thanks, everybody.